Just in, Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor spotted with Prince Christian again. The palace expected silence. The public expected distance. But something happened today that no one saw coming. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian have been spotted together again. Not in a royal hall. Not at a scheduled event. But in a setting no one can explain. And what they were doing has sparked a wave of questions the royal families can no longer avoid. The last time the world saw them in the same room, it was brushed off as coincidence. A polite encounter between two young heirs. Nothing emotional. Nothing personal. That's what they wanted you to believe. But today's sighting destroys that narrative completely. Because this wasn't a formal meeting. This wasn't orchestrated. This was intimate. Eyewitnesses say Leonor stepped into a quiet corner of Madrid, wearing a simple jacket, her hair tied back in a way she reserves only for off-duty moments. Moments when she lets her guard down. And there, waiting for her without ceremony or security fuss, was Prince Christian. Casual. Relaxed. Smiling in a way that suggested this wasn't the first time they had done this. The chemistry was unmistakable. The comfort was undeniable. And the secrecy makes the situation even more intriguing. This raises the first curiosity loop. If this was an innocent meeting, why hide it? Why choose a discreet cafe known for shielding high-profile clients from cameras? Why arrive separately but leave together? Witnesses inside the cafe describe their interaction as warm, personal, filled with soft laughter and close conversation. Not diplomatic, not staged. Christian leaned in often. Leonor touched her hair when she grew shy. And every gesture hinted at familiarity deeper than the public knows. To understand what makes this sighting so powerful, we need to revisit their history. Their first public spark at Princess Ingrid Alexandra's gala. Their second unexpected connection at a charity event. Both brief encounters. Both heavily analyzed. Both dismissed by their palaces. But those moments planted seeds of speculation. And now, today's private meeting suddenly makes all those earlier hints feel like stepping stones towards something bigger. This opens the second curiosity loop. Have they been communicating privately all along? Are we witnessing the slow reveal of a relationship that has been growing quietly behind palace doors? Royal insiders from both Spain and Denmark offer conflicting whispers. Some claim Leonor's schedule has included several quiet, personal time windows lately. Others say Christian has been unusually protective of his private movements. Neither royal household has commented. And silence in royal life often speaks louder than statements. But the emotional tension behind this sighting lies deeper than logistics. Both heirs are stepping into adulthood under extraordinary pressure. Leonor, preparing to lead Spain into a new era. Christian, carrying Denmark's future on his shoulders. They are two young people raised in parallel worlds. Worlds where emotion is monitored, relationships are strategic, and love is often a luxury. So when two individuals who truly understand that weight find comfort in each other, it becomes something rare. Something powerful. Something too real to ignore. One cafe worker described the most telling moment. At one point, Leonor grew quiet, glancing toward the window as if worried someone might recognize them. Christian leaned slightly closer, speaking softly, reassuringly. She relaxed. She smiled. And for the rest of their conversation, her posture softened, her gaze steadier. It was a moment of trust. And trust is the most dangerous currency in royal life. Here lies the third curiosity loop. If the connection between them is genuine, how will their families react? Queen Letizia is known for protecting Leonor fiercely. She wants her daughter to have stability, control, and emotional safety. A romance with a foreign heir complicates that. Meanwhile, the Danish palace may see opportunity. A link between two monarchies. A union that strengthens alliances. But political advantage does not erase the emotional turbulence such a relationship could bring. When the two finally stood to leave, witnesses noticed something striking. They didn't rush. They didn't panic. They didn't act like two people caught doing something wrong. They walked side by side. Calm, comfortable, as if they had already accepted whatever questions would follow. Christian held the door for her. Leonor gave a small, grateful smile. Their steps matched perfectly. There was no distance between them. No hesitation. And for those who saw them, the message was clear. This wasn't a coincidence. This was choice. Which brings us to the final curiosity loop. What happens next? Do they continue meeting quietly, building something away from the public eye? Or do they eventually step into the spotlight together, forcing their families and the world to accept what is unfolding? Are we witnessing the beginning of a royal partnership that could shape Europe's future? Or a beautiful but complicated love story destined to be hidden? One thing is certain, today's sighting changed everything, because this is no longer speculation, no longer rumor, no longer fantasy. Something real is happening between Princess Leonor and Prince Christian. Something tender, something intentional. And despite the risks, despite the pressure, despite the centuries of royal protocol, they are choosing to meet. Choosing to connect. Choosing each other. And now, the world is watching to see what unfolds next.